We welcome you back to Cuddy Arena, where Carson-Newman takes a 63-52 victory over the Wingate Bulldogs. The Eagles close the contest on an 11-0 run at the free throw line. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, first victory for you over Wingate. Carson-Newman stops a 7-game losing streak to the Bulldogs. How's it feel, A, to not only topple Wingate from the top of the SAC standings, but also know that you're a game out of first with a loss by LMU to Catawba?
Well, you know, we've played good here. And for whatever reason, I mean, they've had our number, man. Brian Good is a heck of a coach. They have outstanding players. And they've sort of had our number. But I felt confident coming in. I thought we had a really good game plan. And today, our kids, you know there's going to be game slippage. But I thought today, more so than any point this year, our guys executed and stayed focused on executing our plan for 40 minutes, and it paid off.
Antoine Davis with 18, just doing what he does.
Consistency. I mean, that's the word with Antoine Davis. 18 and 7, no turnovers, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, played him 40 minutes. He's good. We knew what he was going to do, but there was some. This was a game of front lines, and
yeah.
I was so concerned about their outstanding veteran front line, and that's where I think the difference was made this game.
You hold Turner and Turman to a combined 2 points in the first half.
Well, and listen, Jeff Parker. There's a three-headed monster there. And we were so ecstatic at the half with our guys and what they had done as a team that, again, we felt like if we could establish or if we could take away their inside, we felt like that their perimeters would try to pick up the scoring, and they've not fared well when that's been the case.
Why did you play at the pace that you did, playing to Wingate's typical slow-it-down style?
Well, a couple things. One, and you were there, the last game, Ish Sanders was truly a game-time decision. And literally, at halftime of the girls' game, I said he wasn't going to play. He looked at me crazy, and we agreed to play him. And so that was some of it. Not to mention, you know, we felt like this was going to be a slug-it-out kind of deal. Both teams are defensive-oriented. We're both 2 of the 3 top best defense teams in this league, I think. And when you have 2 teams competing like that, tempo usually slows down to a snail's pace.
You get 14 points from Cody Henniger. He goes 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc against a Wingate team that you brought it up, lockdown defense. Nobody defends the three-point line better than the Bulldogs do, not only in the SAC, but they're top 10 in the country in three-point percentage defense. How on earth do you shoot 7 of 12 against them? We knew it was going to be hard with drive and kick action. So what we determined was in this particular game, we wanted to try to force in using ball screens, force them to put 2 defenders on the ball with the hedge or the trap or the show, whatever they were going to do. And because we did that, that gave us a numerical advantage behind the hedge. And we were to move the ball a little bit and keep them in a scramble. And whenever you get a defense team in a scramble, most great defense teams don't want to get in that situation. But when you get them in it, if you make that extra pass, most times you can find a clean look, and we did that today. Carson Brooks picked up his 4th personal foul. I believe it was a moving screen either.
Yeah.
He picked up 2 real quick at the start of the second half. How did losing one big man for roughly 10 minutes affect how you played?
I'm telling you, man, our combination of Cody Henniger, Carson Brooks, Josh Rogers, and Brandon Kelly outplayed their veteran bigs. That's just – you have to give credit where credit's due. You hear me a lot of times, Adam. When we get outplayed, I'll give credit to whoever did what they did against us. But I got to give a pat on the back to those 4 guys. And here's the thing. Not one of those guys played in this program last year. 3 of them are freshmen. And for them to do what they did today was in my mind, extraordinary. And, you know, Cody sort of led the charge, but all those guys had critical plays, especially in that second half, whether it be rebounding or a defensive challenge, or they were just in the mix, man. So those guys responded, man. They responded to the challenge.
Chuck, how do you stay within yourselves now with a rivalry game coming up on Wednesday against Tusculum?
Well, we take that long drive back home tonight with smiles on our faces. You know what this may do? We were going to go Chick-fil-A. We may have to stop and do a sit-down meal now. We may have to do that. But we go back home, and I know you like that.
That's A-okay in your
I knew you'd be good with that. So we may do that. But we get back home. We start focusing our attention tomorrow on Tusculum. Get back on the practice court Monday and Tuesday, try to get some guys healed up a little bit. Marcellus Perez took a shot in the back tonight, and he's a little tight. Ish's ankle. You know, we just got to get healthy. And then we know Wednesday will come, and that'll be one of those fun rivalry games that have been there for 1,000 years.
Chuck, pleasures. Always look forward to dining with you post game.
I'm gonna have you maybe make the selection. Who knows?
Chuck, pleasures. Always congrats.
Thanks, Adam.
That's Carson.